Welcome to another 10-Minute Tuesday, guys. And this week, we're going to enter with Carter and a few questions, some FAQs that we just answer too often.
Guys, I'm over it. You know?
He's mad.
Appreciate being asked the same question 4,000 times in a month, but I'm over it.
Do you start in already?
You know, so now we're going to do 10-Minute Tuesday on most frequently asked questions. Going to range everything from shells to calls to how do you set a spread to, you know what I mean? So
they'll be good though. Like, you're acting like these are going to be terrible episodes. They're going to be good episodes.
No, they're
going to be episodes you guys probably want to hear more than anything.
Multiple
more
times.
questions than we get. Most questions we get
every year. Okay, the first question we get a lot. What do you blow for a call?
So calls that we blow. So for duck calls, I'm blowing an old Riverman. That's that jade call that doesn't have any lettering on there. And then for goose calls, it's the Reflex, the Triumph. I can't find mine right now.
Yeah, you don't blow that, yeah.
And then the Hutch Eye is what I have on my lanyard right now. So that's what I blow.
I blow an old Riverman, and I blow a Triumph that I can find.
You know, and bridging off of what calls do we blow, people always ask, I want a deeper sounding goose call or I want a higher pitch sounding goose call. So I'm just going to list them off. From Molkier, here's how it goes. From lowest to highest, it goes EX3 and Triumph. They're about the same. Then it goes to Rush, and then it goes to Reflex, and then it goes to Hutch Eye.
And that was lowest to highest, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then obviously he has Delrin goose calls in all of those series. Same deal. They're just cheaper. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that the acrylic sounds that much better than the Delrin?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
That's a question we get.
But however, if you're looking for an affordable goose call, not spending $150 to $200,
you still want to sound decent.
And you still want to sound good. The Delrin calls can do everything that the acrylic calls sound like, but it just sounds a little bit different because of the material.
Yeah. And it's not like a crazy difference, but you just get a little.
I honestly can't tell.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I can't tell.
Okay.
There we go.
Duck calls. Do you think that someone needs to buy an expensive duck call if they're gonna? Like, if you're gonna buy a cheap duck call, get a Haydel DR85. You don't really need necessarily to have a super expensive duck call to kill ducks, but it's nice to have if you can blow it well.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. You can buy a $20 polycarb, or you can buy a $150 acrylic.
Your mic down.
Or you can buy a $150 acrylic.
Yep.
Doesn't really matter. You can kill ducks with both. However, I prefer to spend the money and have it last forever, you know.
And sound a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Sounds a little bit better.
Sounds a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carter, next question.
What brand of shells do you shoot? And then for ducks and geese, what load?
Okay.
Dude.
That'd be good.
We're shooting Migra. And a bunch of people in the last month have been asking us, what shot sizes should I use for ducks, for geese, all this stuff. I've always been a very strong believer. Get them within 40. Get them within 30. It doesn't matter what shot size. You use. Get them within 30. You could use 8-shot steel. You know. But if you're looking to shoot ducks, 2 to 4 is money. If you're looking to shoot geese, 2 to 4 is money. Mm-hmm. If you want something harder hitting, you go to 1 to 3 or 2 BB.
2 BB, yep.
I think it's completely unnecessary, but if you're looking for that extra punch, 2 BB. The reason why I like 2 to 4 is because it has more pellets in it, more BBs in it, and so you're just going to kill more that way. They don't hit as hard as like a 2 BB, but 2 4s, you can fit more 4-shot than you can BB shot.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I would just go from like a 2.4 20 gauge to like later in the year, I'm just going to go to my 2.4 12 gauge.
Sure.
Personally, Joey just shoots his 20 gauge all year.
Yeah,
but that's what I do. That's favorite personal preference.
My favorite load from them though is the 1.3s.
They are sick.
They hurt.
They just pack just a little bit more of a punch than the 2.4. But
I've always been obsessed with 3-shot. Always.
Yeah.
Always. I love it.
3's my lucky number, so I'm not gonna say no.
7's mine, but
it's a great number too. Really good one.
You know what else is a great number?
What's
Any
that?
other number.
What's that?
Any other number.
What do you mean?
It's a great number.
9 sucks. 6 is the worst.
Yeah,
Put them together though.
96.
Why are you laughing?
That's what you meant, right, Carter?
Why are you laughing? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah. Never mind.
You'll get it when you're older. What guns do you shoot?
Dude, we got a hodgepodge of guns.
Yeah.
Got a hodgepodge. You start us
I
out.
shoot a 20 gauge Weatherby Element, and I shoot a 12 gauge Rite Masai Mara, and I also have a Weatherby 18i, but I don't shoot it as much. Had some duddy duds with it, to be honest, right away in the beginning, and so wasn't my favorite. But yeah, I don't know. Those are the two guns I shoot. I like them both a lot. Joe?
Yeah. No, I'm shooting that Weatherby Element 20 gauge. That thing is just slapping.
Can't buy a better, maybe $700 gun.
I think it's
$699.
$600 inertia driven 20 gauge.
Crazy, and it honestly runs so clean, so nice. I love that gun. Very comfy.
It's a good gun, and yeah, I love that thing. And then I also have a Super Black Eagle 3 12 gauge, and that thing's just the tits.
What about your 10 gauge?
I don't have a 10 gauge.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then I have a Weatherby 18i for a 12 gauge, and then I have a left-handed Franke Affinity 3 that I bought for my wife.
Do you still have your Winchester SX2?
Yeah, but it's completely out of commission though.
Okay.
The recoil spring is broken, and
Yeah.
it's a single shot.
But if it went to a gunsmith, it could be.
yeah,
Yeah,
I just don't want to spend $300 to fix it.
Right. Now I get it. I understand.
It's dumb. So it's sitting in Nick's office actually,
Nice.
and he keeps asking me, "Can I have this?" I'm like, "You're not going to want it, but yeah, you can have it."
So Nick is gonna
Probably.
eventually take it.
Yeah, probably.
And spend the money to fix it.
But yeah, that's what we're shooting for guns. And my dad has some older Benellis. He has an H&K and then an old M1, or it's called a Super 90 apparently. That thing, I love that gun. And I tried to take it home with me after duck opener, and
You said no.
he caught me. So
Hi, Poppy.
Perfect.
Okay.
To go along with that, what do you use for a choke?
All right. This will be good. I shoot an improved modified.
what is it though?
No, it's literally just a factory improved modified choke.
Factory choke?
Yeah, factory choke. Improved modified.
There
Okay.
you go.
That's what I shoot. I did have a Patternmaster Code Black full choke at one point, and
Goose or duck?
I had duck.
That's
I
why.
just. Oh, you think the goose is better?
Mhm.
I had the goose actually first, and then returned it and got the duck. I only shot with the goose one time, and I don't know. I didn't like it either way. I actually didn't like either of them, so it doesn't really matter.
Why didn't you like it?
I don't know, man.
What?
I don't know. I just didn't. It was such a tight shot pattern.
Oh, you
that-
weren't hitting birds.
Yeah, I had learned on an improved modified. And so I had already shot an improved modified for like 3 years. And then I put a Code Black in my gun, and I just didn't adjust to it. And I was like, fuck this.
Took one shot?
No, I probably hunted. I hunted for like a year with it.
You just said you took one shot out of the goose.
Nope. And I returned it and got the duck.
Mm.
Then I shot with the duck for a year or whatever. Just didn't like it, man. Didn't care. And it wasn't me. I think that I'm an accurate shooter.
You think so?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
There's been like 4 times where I'm
No,
like, damn,
no.
nice shot. I didn't think you'd get it, and you got it. Like 4 times.
I'm not a bad shooter by any means. I'm confident about my shot. If I was the last guy to get my limit and there was one bird that came in, I'd have no concerns about shooting that duck. Or
No
that
peer
goose.
pressure. No, like
I wouldn't
stage
claim up.
pressure?
No.
Upcoming trap shooting competition
Sure.
video.
Great. Yeah.
There
I
you go.
used to beat Joe in trap shooting.
you used to beat me in trap shooting,
Yeah, we were in a trap shooting league together.
and you beat me.
I had better scores.
The
than you
only
all time.
person that beat me was Matt Wallen.
No.
You never beat me.
All right, well, we'll find out.
Yeah,
I guess
we'll
we'll
see.
have to do a trap shooting.
Literally never beat
competition.
me.
Yeah, well,
This is
Alright.
ridiculous.
This is fine. It's not a competition either.
It was a
It
competition.
doesn't matter. Between me and you, this doesn't matter who is a better shot. It doesn't matter. We can find out based on trap shooting.
Mm.
But I'm just saying that I don't think that I have any accuracy issues.
Mm. Now we're gonna
You
do
keep
this
saying,
in Canada.
You keep saying, but I just don't understand where you're getting that from, because
I think I beat you both.
Are you saying that you've seen me shoot and you're like, wow, he's a bad shooter?
It's more so
Okay.
you're
Sorry.
really late to get your shot off, and
Sure.
so you're only shooting one time. you might be hitting a bird one time.
Sure. Right.
You know what I mean?
Joey waits
That's accurate.
to hear when I shoot when we hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see out of my peripheral.
No, it's fine.
It's like,
Sounds good. Right. Birds are in Canada by then.
exactly.
With what you just did. All right. Go ahead now.
Go ahead now.
Chokes. The question was
chokes.
chokes. Yeah.
Chokes. I've used a variety of chokes, like a lot. And the consistent ones that I really like are, I really like that Jeb's choke that I had. Got trashed in my 20 gauge when I brought it to the gunsmith. He's like, hey, you are lucky this didn't explode your barrel. I'm like, cool. And then I had to buy a new choke, so I bought some Rob Roberts chokes, and that thing is money. The T3.
Yeah.
In the 20 gauge, that thing is hot. You know what you should do in Canada, dude? You should put this T2 in there.
In the gun?
Yeah, in your 20
gauge?
gauge, yeah. Thing is freaking sex.
Here's the thing. If I shoot with this, which I will, if I shoot with this first day and I don't like it, I'm going to take it out.
That's the mid-range choke.
I'm going to take it out. And then if we end up in a situation where there's going to be a couple of birds coming in, then I will shoot them on my own. And you can see how you feel.
No, we're going to have some little competitions up in Canada and just be like, hey, Cal,
yeah,
we're going to do some Annie Oakley.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'm into it.
And I'll be your cleanup or vice versa.
Oh, yeah, I'm into it, dude.
We're going to be on backboards 90% of the time. So
I'm about it.
Should be easy.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about my shooting, so let's do it.
So I've got the Rob Roberts T3 in there, but I really like that Jeb's choke that I had. I've been asked 1,000 times what it was. No idea. Super tight choke. Super restrictive or constrictive. It was like an extra full. And then I have a pattern mastered code Black Goose.
You can do it, man.
In the Super Black Eagle 3. And then I'm pretty sure I have the same thing in the 18i. That's all we got for this week's 10 Minute Tuesday. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to do a part 2 on this.